Old School is back. The Wheelman is back. And Dave is back. Dave's here with me, guys. I've been putting off doing Driver 2 for Old School because I wanted Dave to do it with me. I like it when Dave does it with me. How you doing, mate?
He means plays games, by the way. Play games with him. On the consoles as well, I need to add. I'm doing well. How are you doing, man?
I'm good, mate. I'm feeling silly. Dave is on the controls, guys, because Dave is the driver expert. I'm awful at this game, even though I did own this game. I loved this game. And I can't wait to hear Dave's thoughts on this game, because I'm not too sure what Dave thinks. Lots of Daves here. But, well, there's not lots of Daves. There's one Dave. But I'm saying Dave a lot, I should say. So, yeah, this did have a free roam option. But I think you've jumped into story, mate, haven't you?
Yeah, I have, because hopefully that'll be a little bit more interesting than just me sort of aimlessly driving about the place.
So, while it's loading, did you like this game?
So, initially, back in the day, back in the year 2000, when I picked this up, because I bought it pretty soon after it released, I did like it. Thought it was good.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, some people prefer the original, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I also preferred the original, though this was the groundbreaking feature, because this was before, GTA 3 came out. And we're basically running around in 3D. I'm running out of time because I'm not doing what I should be doing. And I've got to get in the car.
That's probably why I loved this, because you could run around, jump in your car. It was it was fresh, wasn't it? And I loved the open, the free roam, I should say. Free roam where you could drive around, I think it was Havana.
Yes, that's right.
And I just absolutely loved this game. Do I prefer the original? I probably do.
Yeah. There is one thing about this game, which may become more apparent as we play on, that I didn't like.
What's that, mate?
The frame rate. The frame rate on this game goes into teen figures, and I mean 13, 14. It really, really chugs and really slows down, and it is so frustrating to play when it does.
That pop-in is something as well, isn't it? I mean, I know it's PS1, but it is quite something. Look,
it is, absolutely. I mean, because I look at the screen and you can just see all these things randomly appearing. It's crazy.
Yeah, right on top of you as well. I don't remember that being such an issue in the first game.
I don't think it was either. And also, the performance of the first one was generally a bit more solid. Yes, there were dips. I mean, this now is dipping like crazy through there.
Is it?
I could just see it. Yeah, it's dipping like mad. And then it suddenly frees up again. I think it's because it's loading the next part of the city, and that's why it starts dipping like mad.
Oh, okay. So maybe a little bit too ambitious for the technology this was released on.
Yeah, quite possibly, because GTA 3, and I know I'm talking about PS2, was miles better than this. You'd think they were years apart, when in reality they were only about a year apart.
Better developer, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah,
just
better developer. Probably better hardware makes a big difference too. But it's a shame, because I loved this back in the day. I thought it was a really, really good game.
I did, yeah. I spent a lot of time with this game. Like I already said, we didn't have a lot of stuff, well, if anything, like this. So it was fresh. It was unique to a certain extent. But I don't think this has aged well, mate.
It hasn't. I mean, of course, we've got all the upscaling turned off, so you're seeing this basically as you would on a PS1, all raw and pixelated. But even with that turned on, I still think it would look a bit sketchy because of the pop-in, as you were saying, the draw distance.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough to look at this game, really rough.
Yeah.
But it's a good game, guys. We're sounding cynical and scathing, but Dave is just looking at things from a technical standpoint, not a gameplay standpoint here. And technically, it's not very good. But gameplay-wise, how does it feel? Terrible.
Yeah, no. Gameplay-wise, it feels all right. One thing I will say, and that's the great thing about the world of emulation, you can actually overclock the CPU of the PlayStation in some of these emulators these days. And if you do, this game will speed up effectively. The frame rate will be much, much better because you're giving the virtual PlayStation more headroom, more performance, and it does make a difference. It makes the game much better to play.
He's making a move.
Here we go. Stay with the sedan. Here we go.
Oh, here we go. I remember this.
Yeah, some of these missions got really, really difficult as well.
Driver and Driver 2 were punishing. I was terrible at these games, but I couldn't stop playing. I was hooked.
Oh, yeah, I lost him.
I mean,
look at
that. Because Dave made one mistake.
Yep.
Restart mission. And this is how it was for me. I was absolutely terrible. I was retrying missions over and over again.
And I think that was a lot of people's criticism with this game, Mike, is it was too punishing too soon. The levels suddenly jumped up dramatically. Too quickly. You're not even settled into the game and getting a feel for it. And suddenly, you can fail a mission in seconds.
Yeah, difficulty scaling or the balancing was all over the place in this game.
Yeah, it was. Absolutely. And also, we need to point out, don't we, this game, another technical thing, was on 2 CDs.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course it was. Yeah. When do we put in CD 2 in this game? Or when would we have? Was it like halfway through the story, or did you need to do that for free roam? Because I really can't remember.
I think it was when you get to a certain city. So a certain part of the story will send you to a different city. And that entire city is on another disc.
Yeah, so obviously the scale, and again, I'll use that word, ambition of this game, the developers behind this game, they probably attempted to do too much with something for the PS1. This on PS2 might have been something a lot more impressive.
I would have loved to have seen what the PS2 could have done for this game, because for one thing, I think the dodgy drawing wouldn't have been an issue, and I think the performance would have been better.
It's a shame, really, because they had something, I think, with this franchise, and then obviously after this on 360 we got Driver San Francisco, which I don't think I've played, but I really want to try that game. But some people didn't like it.
I didn't mind it, because I actually completed the story mode of Driver San Francisco. It wasn't bad. The problem was, and the reason why people switched off a Driver, is because of the absolute stinker that was Driver 3. That game was hyped up so much after following on from this, and it was terrible.
Okay, well, I've learned something new tonight. Because I thought it was Driver 2, then Driver San Francisco. I thought Driver San Francisco was Driver 3. I never knew there was a 3. What systems?
So Driver 3 would have been Xbox and PS2, and I think PC as well. And there also was a game called Driver Parallel Lines that was released again in the PS2 and the original Xbox times.
I thought you was going to say Driver Parallel Parking.
Driver Parallel Parking, yeah. So all you do is parallel park the whole game. There's also another one which I think is called Driver 79 or something like that. I've probably got the year wrong, but there was another one that was based on a year as well.
Driver 3. Can I feature on bad video games? Is it that bad, or is it just kind of middling bad?
Driver 3, I think, technically is broken, so you can feature it rather on bad video games for definite.
Okay.
It's a very, very, very badly broken game.
I'm intrigued. I need to play that now. And I also, like I've already said, want to play Driver San Francisco, which also intrigues me. I think from footage I've seen of that game, it looks fantastic. It used to be on my love film list for like months, because with love film, guys, you could rent out games. We always talk about this. They'd post them out to you, but only if they were available. And Driver San Francisco was always rented out. It's like people were hogging that game. So obviously there was a following for that game. There were people who enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought Driver San Francisco was really good, and it was a game that I did play a fair amount of on the 360, and indeed, I remember completing the storyline. I liked the gameplay mechanic of being able to jump into other cars. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, that's what intrigues me about that game. Can we have a look at the free roam?
Yeah, of course we can. I'll have to just quickly quit out of this because it's going to restart that failed mission of the train pursuit.
Because I played too much free roam in this, and I don't know why, because I don't think there's actually much to do in free roam, apart from just drive around and do nothing. I don't think there's any kind of side missions or anything.
There are secret areas, because I do remember going back to year 2000, there's secret cars that you could discover in various parts of the maps. So I probably won't be able to show it on this because it'll probably take me too long. But there is a mini in an underground section, like an underground car park, that's hidden that you can get. Is
there? Okay,
yes,
I didn't know that. I love stuff like that.
It will probably take me too long, regrettably, to get to that, but there is one. Look on YouTube, guys, for those hidden cars, and you'll see exactly where they are.
That's interesting. Quickly, mate, you did touch on it. Driver Parallel Parallel lines. What
Yeah.
systems? What did that entail? That's another game I haven't heard of.
Yes, another sequel, if you like, to Driver 3, PS2, Xbox, and I haven't played it, but it's meant to be reasonably good.
Oh, okay. Need to check that out. Lots of stuff to check out. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, what I'm trying to do here is where it says tunnel and there's a section to the left, a green section to the left, that's actually where the secret place is, the sort of car park and the underground bit that you can get to. It's actually over there. So if I drive over there and get to there, there's a switch you have to pull for the door to come open, and then you can drive to the underground bit. I won't be able to do it here because the guys will fall asleep, but it's there.
This is the map I would spend so much time just driving around. I think it's a pretty, for its time, decent rendition of Havana. Oh,
I like it.
Dave's got felony, a felony.
Yeah, I like the fact you had different locations. One of the driver games actually had a rendition of Newcastle, and yes, I am talking about the same Newcastle, the city in our great United Kingdom.
Driving from Newcastle. Oh, man.
Seriously. Seriously.
I did not know that. That's funny.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Newcastle, because I've never been there, actually. I've been as far as Carlisle, because my wife's brother lives in Carlisle, so it's up that way. But Newcastle looks like a fine city. It's just a bit just random. It's like driving around like London you expect, maybe Manchester when it comes to the UK, but Newcastle?
Driver Newcastle edition, yeah, absolutely. And the main protagonist is Alan Shearer.
Driver Burnley edition.
where you've got Sean Dyche that you're driving around as the main character, the Ginger Mourinho.
But yeah, that's Driver 2, guys. So Dave, final thoughts. Now you've played this all these years later, or rather you did say you were playing this the other day, actually, but compared to Driver, because I know you really like Driver 1, it's still the better game out of the two for you?
Yeah, I think so. I still prefer the first Driver game, but if you are going to play this, guys, please use an emulator and put a CPU overclock on, and you'll enjoy this a lot more.
As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments your favourite Driver game, your worst Driver game. Look out for more content coming to the channel. Dave has got Rozzers. Absolutely wrecking. Look at this dude. He's just like, oh, there, he has run. We'll speak to you all soon.